Man, we've got a weird thing going on with we'll just say the movies this weekend. So we had Gladiator 2, the remake that nobody wanted, where the first one ended exactly where it's supposed to. And then we've got Wicked. You know, the same Wicked that promoted an adult video site on their boxes of toys to children, which don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it should happen. I'm saying it's funny it happened and somebody did it purposely, which is actually disgusting. And maybe that should be looked into. But ignoring that, we have the numbers for the weekend for Wicked and the Gladiator 2. And the strangest thing has happened. And I'm not even joking. The strangest thing has happened. So I've got the numbers for Wicked pulled up right here. 112 million domestically, 50 million internationally, for a whopping 162 million worldwide box office. Now, I broke those down between domestic and international very specifically because we're going to do something here that I think is actually kind of funny. But Wicked did have a production budget of about $145 million. So we're going to double that for marketing and say it hasn't come close to making its money back, which is actually kind of funny because Disney put a whole lot of we'll say advertising behind this to try and make everybody go see this movie. But the reality is nobody wants to see either of these stars in a terrible remake of a Broadway show. I said it when I watched the trailer that I thought this was probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I didn't like any of it. And the only thing I've actually liked was Jeff Goldblum. And I didn't even like the character he was playing. I just like Jeff Goldblum. I think he's a phenomenal actor, but you know, he's got to be put way, way, way back. But anyway, we're not breaking down the movies here. We're breaking down the numbers because we're going to hop right over to Gladiator 2 because this is what tickled the ever living hell out of me. The domestic box office for the US is sitting at $55 million. And the international box office is sitting at $165 million. That is almost a complete flip from the way Wicked worked. Now, look, it has made $220 million, but its budget was significantly more. I believe it was closer to $300 million, which needs to make roughly $600 million to have a positive outcome. So Wicked is technically closer to making its money back than Gladiator. But hey, you know, it's just funny that the international market was like, yeah, we're not going to go watch Wicked. We don't want to hear these two broads sing. Nobody cares about them. Neither of their fans showed up. Ariana Grande's fans didn't show up. Whatever the hell the witch's name is didn't show up. But people wanted to go see Gladiator 2. Not in the US, at least. But with those numbers, I decided I wanted to see what the Rotten Tomato scores look like. So for Gladiator 2, it got an 84%. I think a lot of those are going to be the Holly weirdos using their bot accounts on Rotten Tomatoes to try and make this thing look a little bit better. But it's sitting at an 84% with 2,500 plus ratings. I actually kind of think that actually might be a little accurate. There may not have been many bot ratings as one would expect. But the movie didn't do great. So I think that kind of accurately reflects what the audience is thinking. I haven't watched the movie yet. I probably am not going to because I have no desire to watch a remake. Because I have no desire to watch whatever the hell this actually is. The first one ended. That's where it ends for me. Done with that. But we're going to hop over to Wicked here, where it's got 10,000 plus verified ratings with a 96%. Now, again, we're going to hop over to that $100 million box office, where allegedly it has 10,000 extremely positive reviews because it's sitting at 96%, regardless of the hate that it got on its movie trailers. So yeah, we'll just pop over to the trailer here real quick where it says 36,000 likes and 27,000 dislikes. They're trying to convince me that this is an absolute banger of a movie. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. But jumping back over here to the numbers, yeah, I absolutely think this is. I think it did better. I think the movie did better than I was expecting. I thought it might push 100 million, and it did 162. So that's it's better than I was expecting. But the Gladiator did significantly better than I was expecting. 220 million for what we already thought was going to be a terrible sequel to a movie that ended and should have ended and ended exactly where it needed to. Yeah, this one shocked me. I wasn't expecting 200 million. I also wasn't expecting the domestic box office to be so much smaller than the international box office. But man, these movies are getting weird. I don't think I can make predictions anymore with how crazy this is going. The international box office blowing up and doing better than Wicked absolutely threw me for a loop. But I thought that was something worth talking about, guys. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. But while you're there, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this one out, guys. And until the next one, be easy like sleazy.